Alright guys, so we have some things to talk about Windows related. Now, you might be wondering why I have not been streaming, why I've not uploaded really any work from the Fable project, and there's a reason for that. Windows is currently busted. When RS4 Windows was released, the very first day, it had no issues. My system, everything would run UE4 perfectly. I had no crashing, I had no trouble. And then something bad happened, okay? RS4 got an update, and it fucked everything. Things were crashing, I was having problems. There was just major issues overall. Only on Windows. My hardware was fine on Linux. It was fine on Mac OS. I'm a Hackintosher after all. So, I was like, what the hell? And I brought all the information that I had about my operating system, about how it was performing, everything like that. I brought it to the Insider Hub. Alright? I had an Apple not an Apple engineer, fuck those guys. I had a Windows engineer, a software guy, check out what was wrong with my operating system. He gave me a tool, I ran the tool, I gave him the files. He said, it's not a hardware problem, it's our problem. It's a Spectre patch issue. Now here's the thing. Spectre is a piece of shit. The patches that come with it, Intel makes them so poor that it slows down hardware like no one's fucking business, and it pisses me off so badly. It causes crashes, it causes bugs, it causes issues, and if you have it in your BIOS directly, it's even worse, because it can kill your PC. I'm not even exaggerating this, it is able to kill your PC. And that blows. The fact that Intel, a company that many people trust, would fuck people over that badly just to fix their own mess. Now here's the thing. Linus, the guy who made Linux, he said no to this bullshit. And he took those shitty patches and he actually made them work properly. He has told Intel off time and time again for their bullshit. He has told Nvidia off time and time again for their bullshit. He's never once yelled at AMD for a reason, because they never had bullshit to begin with. So, the real question is, what the fuck are you doing, Intel, that you're screwing up people's computers so bad? I mean, if I have to go into Windows and remove the Spectre patch that you guys covet so much to get the full speed out of my computer, you see 10 FPS right now? 9 FPS, 7 FPS, 8 FPS, whatever. I can't do this shit on Windows. I could do this on Mac OS and other emulators. I can get full speed in other places, but I can't do this here. And you want to know why I can't? Because of Intel's crap. Now, if I custom update my BIOS, if I delete the CPU microcode updates from Windows, if I disable the patches that are in Windows that are supposed to save me from Spectre, I can get this speed. I could get this performance. I'm not even overclocked. But to go through all that trouble just to fix something that Intel should fix themselves, it pisses me off. I want nothing more than to be streaming every day. This shit depresses the hell out of me. But fuck me, right? Fuck all the other users that want to use their computer to the fullest potential. None of this shit should have happened. Intel should have checked for this stuff. They should have checked for vulnerabilities. They should fix them. They should have better testing methods. They're about to release new CPU lineups. Are those patched and fixed against Spectre and the rest of the crap? If you think so, you're fucking stupid. Because let's be honest, it's not going to be. So when somebody asks me, why do I like Linux more than I like Windows? Why do I want to go to Linux and get rid of Windows? This answers your question. Microsoft is bowing down and sucking Intel's dick. They're just accepting all the bullshit. They're not fighting back. They're not doing anything they should be to help their users. They just say, hey man, there's nothing we can do. This is all Intel's business. And I ask, is there anything I can do? They say, there's nothing that we can say legally that we are allowing you to do. That we can let you do, right? So they can't tell me to get rid of the Spectre patch. They can't tell me to get rid of the stupid BIOS microcode that's preventing most people from running at full speed. They can't tell me to delete the microcode update DDLs inside of System 32 and SXX or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or WinSXS. Because if they do, they get in trouble. Because that stuff's supposed to be there to protect us, but it hurts more than it helps. This is probably quicksand, so I'm not even going to bother. So in the long run, what can you really do? Well, as I said, get rid of the CPU microcode updates if it's giving you shit. If your computer is slower for some reason, downgrade your BIOS if you can. Right? Do whatever it takes. I don't like doing that because, I don't know, it just bugs me. But if I'm going to be working and streaming every day, then why the fuck not? Windows is a piece of shit, no matter which way you want to throw it. Windows is falling into Intel's bullshit. If I could get rid of my 4790K for a Ryzen right now, I would. And I would just keep my 4790K PC a Mac OS. And have that as my Hackintosh system. But hey, PC parts are too expensive for pretty much most people to afford. We have really no choice. Alright, anyway guys, that's my rant. It's not a hardware problem. It's a Windows problem. So have a great day. If you have the same issue, comment below, and I'll see you next time. This is ridiculous shit.